Good evening. Good evening. Now I will tell something. Just at the end of my last discussion, I mentioned a statement of Frontier Gandhi, Khan Abdul Ghaffar Khan of Northwest Frontier Province. The original English text I am now telling. Right. And that was reported in Times of India, 6th April 1970. I am quoting, quote, on the basis of communal feelings, once in the momentary absence of Subhas, India was divided, giving bluff solutions of it to the nation. Being so much so afraid of Netaji Subhas that the fight that he might come out one day in this subcontinent, both Nehru and Jinnah sat together on throne, and lastly they proved themselves inefficient. Whose statement? Badshah Khan, popularly known as Badshah Khan. Other popular name is Frontier Gandhi, and the real name is Khan Abdul Ghaffar Khan of Northwest Frontier Province. I have discussed the politics of last 1 century of Northwest Frontier Province a few times, and that area is burning now. That will disintegrate Pakistan, Khando, Khanda. And I have told in the past, the first phase was division of Pakistan in 1971. Definitely a positive step in positive direction for the reconstruction of Bharatvarsh. Now, second quote. My note. One important step in positive direction for reconstruction was in 1971 by Mohakal to divide Pakistan. Next phase on process is disintegration of the West Pakistan. Other important action going on inside this country, the weakening of secular forces, which is basically anti-national. I have told you, for last more than 1 century, two streams of political forces are working here. One force is, their root is India's history and heritage. Other force is backed by the imperial forces, British forces. And at times they are agents of the enemy countries. In 47 they own, because British backed them, supported them, they own. And nationalism at that time in Indian soil was stabbed. They created the engineered communal violence, and temporarily nationalism took the back seat. They own. But now what is happening in last 2 to 3 decades, that force which is rooted in the Indian soil, history and heritage, that is becoming stronger and stronger and has become a very undefeatable mammoth force occupying the Indian political throne. That is the positive direction. And reconstructions of our lost temples and new narratives, recovery of our historical narratives. is very positive. Third, nine main obstacle of reconstruction of Bharat are mainly by our inability of our people to recognize its importance of undivided India. The importance of undivided India is not recognized by majority of our people. What is the use of it? And this failure of recognition has given victory to the enemies of the people. Very simple example. The people of this Bengal has voted to power a party which is anti-people. People of Kashmir, people of Rajasthan, now Karnataka voted a political force to power which is anti-people. And this anti-people force in form of Nehru has ruled this country. Because the inability to perceive what is our aims and objectives, what is honest nationalist party and what is anti-national party. So our inability. Definitely, in election there are money power, muscle power. They are silencing honest voices, no doubt. But still, we the common people has some role. We need to play that role. Majority of our people is passive, mentally and physically, morally and spiritually. This inactivity has given the opportunity to these evil forces to come up and rule this country at different times. Partition of Bharat was not only in 1947, I've discussed it to some extent. Partition of Bharat is not only in 1947. In 1905, Bengal was divided. On pressure or situation compulsion created by nationalists, British had to undo it, but not completely undone. Because at that time, Bengal has lost a huge amount of land to Odisha and to Bihar, now Bihar and Jharkhand. That means size of Bengal has reduced. And then in 47, again division. Bengal has lost its political importance on the globe, also inside this Bharat. And another blow was separation of Burma from India and separation of Sri Lanka from India in 1930s. That British was the undoing of the partition of Bengal was not the British did not stop there. Under situation compulsion they did that. They are compelled to do that. But partition of India was continuing. Separation of Sri Lanka and separation of Bengal. Because these lands are under our Sanatan cultural hemisphere. They are separated because British knew they will have to one day leave this country. Before that, they will dismember this land. And final blow, after creating a communal violence in 1946, neutralizing the nationalist forces, countering nationalism, and dividing India in 47 with the help of their agents already placed in Congress in form of Gandhi Nehru and in Muslim League, their agents, and in Communist Party. British had a smooth journey out of this country on division and sealing the fate of this Bharatvarsh. Partition of the land is not only a partition of land, but deep stab on the body of Bharatiya nationalism. Partition of the Hindus. It is not only the partition of the land, it is the partition of the Hindus. Also partition of the Muslims and partition of the Sikhs. Also partition of the Tamils. Can you understand what I mean? The Hindus are partitioned. In Bengal, you think few crores of Hindus are here and few crores in East Bengal, East Pakistan. Also few crores in West Pakistan. Sikhs divided, a part in the West Pakistan, a part in India. Even Muslims divided in 3 different lands. Their connections are cut off. It's also a pain. Also, Sikhs are divided. 6 families are divided. Also Tamils, you see, Tamils, a part of Tamils in Tamil Nadu, part of Tamils in the Jaffna of the northern part of Sri Lanka. All these areas are bleeding for last 70 years, even after partition. Partition, the so-called, that partition, which our leaders told that will heal the communal hatred, that will solve the communal problem. Partition will solve the communal problem. That was their sermon. That was their statement. That was a bluff statement. Bluffing politics. That bluff, the word has been used by Frontier Gandhi. They bluffed the people of this country and divided the land. And hurriedly, British left this country in fear of he's mentioning the name, Netaji Subhash Chandra. And I mentioned that later, Gandhi to Washington. If Bose comes, we will lose everything. We will not be able to regenerate this country. Fear. Fear in the minds of the British and fear in the minds of the Gandhi, Nehru and also British. Now, fate of the states like Bengal, Punjab, Sindh was decided by the state assemblies. But why not the fate of Northwest Frontier province was decided by the Northwest Frontier Assembly? আমি কোশ্চেনটা করে রাখলাম, তোমরা উত্তরটা খোঁজো। The fate of the states of like Bengal, Punjab, Sindh was decided by their assemblies. But why not the fate of Northwest Frontier province was decided by Northwest Frontier Assembly? Northwest Frontier Province Assembly. Why not? Why not? Why Gandhi Nehru is silent? Why British is silent? Because they are compelling the Northwest Frontier Province to go to the Pakistan. Go to Pakistan. In this way, Gandhi Nehru betrayed the nationalist people of Northwest Frontier Province, the Khan family, Khan Abdul Ghaffar Khan. And that's why Khan Abdul Ghaffar Khan told in face of Gandhi, Bapuji, you are sending us to the mouth of the wolves. Who wanted partition? Who wanted partition? That's the common people? Is it the major common people of Sindh? Common people of Balochistan? People of Northwest Frontier Province? No. 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 It is the Jamindars, Muslim Jamindars, Nawabs, some Muslim capitalists, and some PIRS. They wanted Pakistan. so that their rule can continue, not the Muslim common people. And here in this part, those who wanted partition, wanted Pakistan, after creation of Pakistan, they have not gone to Pakistan. They have stayed in this divided India. And they change their dress, enter into Congress or to Communist Party. That's the tragedy. And they became seculars. Another statement. Yes. On 2nd June, on partition issue, Mountbatten had meeting with Mohandas Karamchand and also on the next day with Jinnah. Peculiar. Both the two persons remained silent while giving the consent to this partition. Peculiar drama. I have discussed you Shahanan Bobar Shotru Haina. Yes. Let me describe the picture how it took place in front of Gandhi. Mountbatten and Gandhi meet, second Gandhi Mountbatten meet on partition. And the day is peculiar. Day is the day of silence, observing silence by Gandhi. Gandhi will not speak on that day. And on that day, the future of the subcontinent will be decided. Such an important decision. And to Gandhi, maintaining silence is more important than to take part in the decision making of the future of this subcontinent. You think of this. And when Manu was submitting his proposal of partition in front of what Gandhi wrote on the note, have I ever opposed any of your actions? And he remained silent, observing silence. And with that note, Mountbatten came, and the Gandhians tell that Gandhi has not given consent to partition. Gandhi has taken no part in the partition. See the drama, the hypocrisy, the ugly behavior, the notorious anti-national behavior, anti-people behavior of Gandhi. Similarly, Jinnah. When Mountbatten asking Jinnah, what is give your last consent to the partition? Jinnah confused. Jinnah told, I am the leader, but I have to take consent from my Muslim League Council. And that will take me next day. Then Mountbatten told, yes, you take your time and take their consent. But in the next morning, when I will put this proposal in front of everyone, I will tell that Jinnah has given me his consent, and when I will tell this in front of everyone, don't oppose me, don't use a single word, and I will look to you and will just bend your neck. That is your consent, and then the rest of the things I will manage. See, on one side Gandhi is giving consent in a peculiar way, in silence, and here in this side also Jinnah is giving consent in silence. And the fate of the subcontinent being decided. On support of the Gandhi, Nehru and Jinnah, on the other side, Mountbatten divided Bharat and left hurriedly, physically, before the living ghost's appearance in the undivided land with his army, and Mountbatten preponed date of transfer of power from June 1948 to August 1947. So hurried. Yes, I have told you, fantastic engineered similarities of the mode of consent, giving mode of consent to the plan of partition of India, both by MKG and Jinnah. These both are, have I told you, Gandhi has come from the Benia, businessman. You know, Jinnah's origin, Hindu family. Jinnah, 4 generations back, is a Hindu family. Again, Benia. And geographically, same area of the Gujarat. Both Hindu origin. Frontier Gandhi to MKG. You have thrown us to the mouth of the wolves. Northeast West Frontier province of Frontier Gandhi is on the top of volcano now to disintegrate West Pakistan. Any question, any of you? And one question is asked to me repeatedly by some friends. What will happen to Pakistan and what is the future of this country? Let me tell a few things in small, in one or 2 minutes. Go to the background. Sachin. You see the Muslim countries in the Gulf, how the Indian culture and Sanatana Dharma is spreading. How the temples of Sanatana Dharma are being constructed there. How our culture being liked there. Number 1 point. Number 2, the anti-Hindu feelings, anti-India feeling in the Gulf area is not that strong. It is strongest in Pakistan and in Bangladesh. Number 3, Bangladesh having the maximum number of mosques and madrasas in the world, Muslim countries, mainly funded by the money from the Gulf. And that Gulf money is dry. And today you think their supply of money to this Pakistan and Bangladesh is decreasing day by day. Islamic, this anger, this hatred is bound to decrease. Because everything stands on money supplied from outside. That supply of money is decreasing. And today, to Europe, the refined oil supply position, Gulf is not number 1. It is India. It is India. Crude oil is coming from Russia. We are refining, and refined petroleum products as Indian product is going to the Europe. Income of the royal families of the Gulf countries are decreasing. Now they are very conscious, very cautious, now very conservative. They cannot spend that crores of their petrodollars in encouraging construction of the madrasas and mosques in Bangladesh and Pakistan. They will not supply money to fund the terror factories in Bangladesh and Pakistan. One day, the terror factory is bound to suffocate. And the moment there is suffocation and collapse of these madrasas in Bangladesh and Pakistan, their voice will go down. They are so jumpings, so much jumpings will all stop one day. And then there will be needed a real operation, a surgical operation over these lands. And the surgical operation will be easy on a already weakened mentally weakened country, weakened land. That is going to happen. That is going to happen. And in that situation, new geographical reconstruction of the South Asia will take place. We'll get a new Bharatvarsh. New Bharatvarsh. This Islamist, let the Islamists now take their taste of what they have wanted. Let them. Pakistan wanted, some Pakis wanted Pakistan. Now they are tested Pakistan. Now they are testing Pakistan. Let them test Pakistan. When the Bangladesh was liberated, Mohakal was asked by his disciples, why not this moment were annexing Bangladesh with India? He told, they want Islamic Bangladesh. Let them taste it. Let them chunk it. Let them chunk. Rajasthan wanted Congress government. They are testing it. Delhi and Punjab is testing their desired, what they desire, the AAP government. They are testing it. Karnataka is testing it. And I am sure again in next All India parliamentary election we will get a nationalist government. Whatever happening in different parts of this country, that had smoothened the victory of the nationalist force in India again to Delhi. And gradually the supply of petrodollar to the Islamists in Bangladesh and Pakistan will decrease. And already decreased. And naturally, we can hope, and we'll get, let us take be patient, let us pray to our God and let us think in that way, work in that way, actively, passionately. Our dreams will be fulfilled. A new Bharatvarsha will emerge physically stronger, geographically more consolidated and more extended, spiritually and morally very strong, economically, technologically and on science very stronger. That with the line, this is the spiritual torch bearer of for the whole humanity. And you have seen India is the only country whose economic growth fastest and highest. There is no scope of any recession. Bright days are coming. Only thing, our clear thinking. Politically, we must be very clear. Morally, we must be very strong. And we have to work for our nation, honestly. Jai Hind. Let me stop here.